Jyme, you know what's more cancerous than Shane Dawson and Onision combined?
What might that be, my friend?
These motherfuckers.
What the serious fuck? What the hell are those?
That, my friend, are subhuman pieces of shit who manage to surpass the stupidity of even most normal people.
Oh! I thought those were blemishes on Happy Cabby's ass.
So now that we've dabbled on for some time, let's get to the meat of the message. As atheists, we've had to deal with religious people flinging shit at us from the very moment that we openly acknowledged our lack of belief.
Indeed. I've even had to deal with this shit being thrown at me at the fucking dentist's office.
One thing that you hear more often than Lil Wayne saying the word nigga upon becoming an atheist from religious people is that one day you'll go back to religion and somehow lose all of your reasoning in the process. There is so much wrong with this putrid shit. The first thing is that they're assuming that someone misled us into our heresy. This would make sense if we were fucking children that had bullshit blasted into our heads 24/7. The thing about belief is that it's a personal thing built off of personal experience. An atheist most likely never even believed in the existence of God to begin with. Upon viewing the world with their own perspective that isn't tainted by religious indoctrination, they can conclude that there is no evidence for the existence of a higher power. No solitary human being would have been able to prove the existence of God when spewing their fear-based bullshit unless there was some sort of scientific breakthrough that objectively proved the existence of a deity. This is why an atheist would see through it and look at religion for entertainment value at most, and then later outright acknowledge that they don't believe in it. Along with that, an atheist is most likely a skeptic that dismisses the idea of God because it forces so many fucking assumptions. Upon the dismissal of God, there are a plethora of ideas open to interpretation. Most of the time, being ideas that religious people oppose. To say that an atheist will stray away from every bit of information that they've acquired over the years is a fucking moronic expectation. That's fucking worse than expecting Anita Sarkeesian to say something intelligent. The really insulting part is the cynical and condescending approach that they take to saying that God will reach for us, implying that an atheist is going to be so broken down by the shit that happens in their life that they're going to go right back to being religious. They're blatantly ignoring that an atheist most likely never bought their fear-based premise to begin with, and that the objective proof that's been given to them is already enough for them to fortify their own beliefs. They think that atheists are weak and that they're going to lose their whole personality upon some sort of suffering, even then implying that that's even going to happen.
Which is where I come in to destroy this illogical bullshit. As Saket said, these pancake fuckers think that during a time of darkness, God will just swoop in and end all of the suffering and pain going on. However, they have no actual evidence of God or any deity for that matter providing any help at all. But there actually is evidence to prove that God does not help in any way, shape, or form. Take for example Hurricane Katrina, which happened back in 2006. The streets were flooded with dirty water, people's homes were being severely damaged or completely destroyed, and a lot of people affected by the storm had no electricity, a lack of food, and a lack of clean water. Did you see any signs of God coming in to aid the people caught in the storm? No, you fucking didn't. This also applies to singular people who have or are going through a time of horrificness. Saket and I have each gone through a humongous load of shit in our lives. Now I won't reveal any of this shit that Saket's gone through because I respect his privacy. But since I don't give a fuck if any of you know about the horrible experiences I've gone through, I'll share one or two of them for the sake of argument. I used to cut. And back when I would have my episodes of slicing and dicing, never did I hear a sign of God trying to help me, nor did I ever see a sign of God trying to help me. God didn't fucking swoop in and try to help me get rid of all of the depression that I was feeling and help me stop cutting for good. It never fucking happened. In addition, I was diagnosed with epilepsy back in 5th grade. Granted, back in 5th grade I wasn't an atheist, but I was never really religious to begin with. Anyways, I was epileptic and I had multiple grand mal seizures and leg spasms in public and in my own home. God did not do shit to help me. He didn't use his magical healing abilities to cure me of epilepsy. What got rid of the seizures was the right combination of meds that my neurologist prescribed to me. God did not do jack shit.
Holy fuck! I fried all my brain cells and lost the ability to think for myself. I believe in God 'cause mommy said so.
The Lord has saved my wretched soul. I am now a believer in the Almighty. Praise Jesus.
Let's get serious for the last few seconds. What's more likely? What we just portrayed, or that an atheist chasing their bliss in ways different to religious people and just retaining that?
If you think it's the first one, please do us all a favor and become an hero.